Little Timmy was an odd and peculiar kid, to say the least. He lived in a small town in the middle of nowhere, where he was known for his strange and unsettling appearance. His bowl cut was always uneven, his glasses were thick and foggy, and his smile stretched from ear to ear, making him look like a deranged clown. But the thing that stood out the most about little Timmy was his constant and overly enthusiastic greeting of "Hi guys." Everyone in the town knew little Timmy and his peculiar behavior, but they avoided him like the plague. They believed that he was cursed and that anyone who befriended him would be doomed to a life of bad luck and misfortune. But little Timmy didn't care. He was always on the lookout for new friends, no matter how weird or peculiar they might be. One day, little Timmy decided to venture deep into the woods that surrounded his town. He had heard rumors of a secret cave that was hidden in the dense forest, and he was determined to find it. As he walked deeper into the woods, he felt a strange energy coursing through his body, as if he was being pulled towards something magical and mysterious. After hours of walking, little Timmy stumbled upon the entrance to the cave. It was hidden behind a thick curtain of vines, and it was so dark that he could barely see his hand in front of his face. But little Timmy wasn't afraid. He stepped inside, feeling his way along the walls until he found a strange lever. Without hesitation, little Timmy pulled the lever, and the cave began to shake. Suddenly, a loud rumbling noise echoed through the chamber, and a bright light appeared at the end of the tunnel. Little Timmy knew that he had found something truly magical. As he approached the light, he realized that it was coming from a strange portal that had opened up in the middle of the cave. Without thinking, he stepped through the portal and found himself in a strange and wondrous land. The sky was a deep shade of purple, and the ground was covered in glittering diamonds that sparkled in the light. There were strange and bizarre creatures everywhere he looked, and they all seemed to be happy to see him. Little Timmy knew that he had found a place where he truly belonged. As he explored the land, little Timmy met all sorts of bizarre and wacky creatures. There were giant walking mushrooms, talking trees, and even a group of singing unicorns. They all welcomed him with open arms, and soon he found himself surrounded by a whole new group of friends. Little Timmy spent months exploring this strange new land, learning the ways of the creatures that lived there. He learned how to speak their languages, how to cook their food, and even how to ride a giant snail. One day, little Timmy met a wise old wizard who told him that there was a powerful sorcerer who was terrorizing the land. The sorcerer had taken over a nearby castle and was using his dark magic to wreak havoc on the land. Little Timmy knew that he had to do something to stop him. With the help of his new friends, little Timmy set out to stop the sorcerer. They battled their way through the sorcerer's minions, using their magic powers and wacky abilities to defeat them. Finally, they reached the sorcerer's castle. As they stormed the castle, little Timmy faced off against the sorcerer in a fierce magical duel. The sorcerer was powerful, but little Timmy was determined. He used all of his magic powers to defeat the sorcerer once and for all. With the sorcerer defeated, little Timmy was hailed as a hero. The creatures of the land threw a huge celebration in his honor, and little Timmy basked in the adoration of his new friends. But as the festivities died down, little Timmy began to feel a sense of unease. He missed his old life, his old town, and the people who had rejected him. He realized that despite all of the craziness and adventure he had experienced in this magical land, he still yearned for the acceptance of the people who had known him all his life. With a heavy heart, little Timmy bid farewell to his new friends and stepped back through the portal. He emerged back in his hometown, where nothing had changed. The people still avoided him, and his peculiar behavior was still seen as a curse. But something had changed inside of little Timmy. He had experienced something truly amazing, and he knew that there was a whole world out there waiting to be explored. He walked through the town with a newfound confidence, his head held high and a smile on his face. As he walked past a group of kids playing in the park, he felt a familiar sense of loneliness creeping in. But instead of calling out his usual greeting of "Hi guys," in a desperate attempt to make friends, he simply smiled and kept walking. He knew that someday he would find the right group of people who would accept him for who he was, quirks and all. And as he walked away, little Timmy felt a sense of excitement and adventure that he had never felt before. He knew that his life was just beginning, and that anything was possible. With a final wave to the kids in the park, little Timmy set off down the road, ready for whatever strange and wacky adventures awaited him next.